Look at that, even the pantry is starting to get filled up. Holy crap, I'm ready. Now I've got another problem. As you can see, I like to snack. And I really don't have any place to put those except maybe a whole plastic bin dedicated just for my my bags of snacks. In my RV that I used to have, the entire top cabinet above the seats in the living room was filled from one end to the other with just bags of snacks that I could just grab and munch on. Probably not a good idea, but you know, they taste really good when you're eating them. I finally got another piece of one of these project boards to make the side of my medicine cabinet, and I had enough left on that piece to cut a door for my pantry. It's not installed yet, but I was just doing a test fit, and I think that's going to work out pretty good as well. Well, I finally made a decision that I'm going to keep my refrigerator here in this space where I originally intended it to go. But the one change that I'm going to make, I think I'm going to cut this bottom rail off right here and over here. And that will allow the refrigerator, if I put it on sliders, to go in and out. If not, I'll be able to pull it in and out initially until I do something different. But I think what I'm going to do is move this rail up here and put that across and see if I can leave a space for either a shelf or a drawer. I have plenty of room between the top of the fridge and there, so all I need to do is slide the fridge out. I don't need to open it underneath there, of course. So that's kind of wasted space that I could use for something else. There, I like the look of that already. I removed that bottom section of the framing, and that opened it up, and you can see all the space that I have right here. And I'll take the piece that I cut off the bottom, and I'll put that up here, and I should be able to have maybe a small drawer or a small shelf right there. No wasted space, if I can help it. There, I like that a lot better. It's not a big space that's above the refrigerator, but the main thing is you could put sliders and put a shelf there that can come out and make it a table to work on or eat on. When I mounted my countertop down to the framing, I used construction adhesive instead of wood glue. And when I pulled everything tight, obviously some of the excess adhesive oozed out, and I went ahead and I wiped it off. One thing I didn't know is that as it hardened, it continued to ooze out and then hardened completely. So I ended up having to take my oscillating saw and cut away to give it a smooth surface. Otherwise, I'd never be able to get my trim to lay flat. So even though a lot of the times you see my van nice and clean, yeah, it isn't always that way. So I guess now I'm going to go to the car wash where they offer the free vacuums and go through and give this a nice clean floor. Not all the locations have free vacuums, but it is nice that this one does. Phew, finally done. Nice clean floor. I like coming here because not only the vacuums are free, but there's no time limit. So I can take my time, I can pull things out. You know, like you saw, I had the fridge out, I vacuumed there. I even pulled the tanks out, the propane tanks, vacuumed there, and I can go from front to back and I can get everything. And it's nice because I like working in a clean place. I don't like it, you know, being dusty and dirty, and this is my home. Today we have an Indian summer day. In fact, the weatherman says that we're probably going to break some records. So I took advantage of this nice sunny warm weather, and I polyurethane the cedar planking on my ceiling. I came to Tractor Supply to get some pelletized bedding, and this is for horses and small animals, and this is what's been recommended to use in, you know, the composting toilets, or in my case, the 5-gallon bucket. And just like I've seen advertised, 40 pounds for $6.99. Well, you know that I like to repurpose things, and no, I'm not talking about that. But you did see where I went to Tractor Supply, and I got the pelletized bedding, which I am going to use inside the poop bucket. But what I like to do is hold on to my Maxwell House plastic containers. You know, you got a little handle built in here. They're pretty much waterproof in every sense of the way. And what I plan on doing is taking some of the pelletized bedding, and I'm going to fill these up, and then I'll be able to store it in the van a little bit easier than trying to carry around a 40-pound bag. I think that'll work pretty good to keep it nice and dry, and it'll be in smaller quantities where I can handle it and sprinkle it into the poop bucket. Yeah, probably have to get a little scooper, or I'll just pick the bag up and empty it in there. But you get the idea. It's going to be a lot easier to handle this and easier to store it inside the van than it is, you know, to try to carry this or lift this when you need to use it. There was a video that I watched from another YouTuber, and from what I understand, she uses this on both number 1 and number 2, and she says that there's no odor. These things absorb really well, and you can't beat the price. $6.99 for a 40-pound bag. Maybe you knew about this pelletized bedding, maybe you didn't. I got this hint from another YouTuber, and I'm hoping that if you didn't hear about it or know about it, then now you're picking it up from me. And that's what's so great about the van community, is that we help each other with help and hints and different ways of doing things. Everybody's got different tastes, everybody's got different methods, and if you could pick something up from something that I posted, whether I do it on my own or whether I picked it up from somebody else, that's the way that things should be. We should be able to help each other out, and that's what we need more of in this world, is to help each other out. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching.